Hi, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Shandra Lynn. This is going to be your end of the May energy reading, and this is supposed to coincide with the other one that I uploaded as well. That is going to be named. Like if you have asked what is happening, this might resonate with you. But I'm told that like they connected. So I actually experienced the other one first, and then I'm going to experience this one now with you. So if you're experiencing this first, then go there. Like, I don't know. Apparently they're supposed to be like, and then maybe kind of, but we don't know. I'm going to be doing just a past, present, future card for you, because we're all entering a new shift, a new cycle, and I'm really making sure that I keep myself full, you know, make sure that I'm good. And I'm not, for me, I know, like, from what I got told is like, okay, now it's a big one. And I'm like, oh, ho, ho, what's a big one happening? And I'm trying to stay as excited as possible, but it's kind of like getting on one of those, like, new roller coasters, and it's like that nervousness, excitement, like, is this going to hold me up? But you know it's going to hold you up, but you still think, like, is this going to hold me up? So I'm kind of experiencing that right now. I don't know about you. And then I'm hearing somebody say, like, no, like, I've been on this roller coaster and it's the same damn roller coaster. I know what to expect. And I'm being told, then get your ass out of that line and go explore the other fucking roller coasters. Like, you can choose not to get on that roller coaster. And then I'm also being counter, like, I'm hearing, but such and such this and such that won't get out of the line. Well, then leave them there. That's what I'm being told, is it's okay. It's kind of like you're good, you're protected, they're good and they're protected, especially with your love, but kind of look at it as a safe, secure, fair. And it's almost like, you know, everybody got their armbands, and it's kind of like everybody goes and, like, is just automatically guided to where they feel like they need to go. So don't, it's in a sense, it's like, put down the baggage right now. Like, you don't need to carry it with you. It's still going to be there for you. But if it's the same old and you don't like it, then get your ass out of line and go explore and ride a different roller coaster. We got ascension, emotional release, and reunion of souls. That's really pretty. I've never gotten that card out of this deck either. Okay, let me show you what you got. Ascension. Can you see? Okay, so I'm really kind of picking up on a in a sense a relationship, but this could also, like, I'm also picking up of, like, the soul being guided. We got emotional release. Yeah, that is, I kind of, yeah, when you're being told, like, in order for things to change, you got to get your ass out of that line, and if no one wants to come with you, you have to leave them there, kind of a thing, is very much an emotional release, because it's, in a sense, it's kind of, it feels kind of like, well, where's my love? Where's my love? And what I'm being told is that your love is right there, but go ahead and show that love to yourself first. Be that love to yourself first. It's however you see yourself treating people, and however you wish to be treated, it's like, step outside yourself and be that for yourself. So talk to yourself, even if it's just an internal, you know, monologue. But if you're just kind of like walking down the street and all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I think I want to go in there and have a cup of coffee and a pastry, but you're not used to making those kind of detours or stops, especially not for yourself when it doesn't benefit anything outside yourself. Be that significant other, be that encouraging best friend, be that person that that would be like, you know what, yeah, let's do that, and it encourages you to step inside and get that pastry and that coffee, and to take 20 minutes for yourself, you know, and treat yourself. Be that person for yourself, but you have to listen to it and take steps in it, okay? And so and that's the hardest part, is actually showing yourself that kind of love, because it's almost like automatically being conditioned to just naturally do it. It's almost like you want to save everything of yourself to be able to give. Instead of, it's like you want to do so much for others, you feel like if you take that 20 minutes and that coffee and that pastry, that somehow is going to deny someone else their deny someone else what you could help them with, in a sense. But what I am being told is that in order for things to change, in order for it to be more mutual and beneficial and flowing and giving, instead of it constantly be one way or the other, you have to, it's kind of like refueling your fuel tanks, right? You have to refuel your fuel tanks. It's kind of like, you need to do this. It's something that you need to do. So say for instance, like, you have to go into town to go get food because there is no food in your house, right? But then somebody else is like, hey, I would like a ride, and you only, like, you need to get the food, but they're like, I need a ride, and you're like, well, I have to go get food and I don't have enough gas, you know, to get to both places. And then you get, well, I thought you loved me, or, you know, fine, if I'm not that important, I can get somebody else to do it, blah blah blah. The key word to that is, they can get somebody else to do it. Something like that always comes up. They always, like, whatever this energy is, I'm being told, is it always throws like, well, such and such other energy will then give it to me better than what you can. And the reason why it was always being stuck in that same old cycle, the reason why you were always on that same old roller coaster, is because that's what got you. It was almost like that was the hook. That was, if you were fishing and a fish just came up and took the bait, that was the, you know, the yank and the set. That's what hooked you, because the idea of it's being told that your love is not good enough when all you ever do is constantly put everything you have into it, is something excruciating. And it also indicates that there is more that you could do, and therefore you naturally want to do, which is actually kind of, in a sense, a beautiful trait, because it's kind of like always growing your craft, always growing your skills. It's a mastery, it's an expertise. It's not, oh, I learned how to do that and I'm good at it. It's always like, hey, I think I can tweak this here and I can tweak that there. Okay, now where that energy, it's just kind of a flip-flop. Okay, because now this is kind of like what the mind-blowing thing, because if this reading is really resonating with you to this point, then I have to say that this is probably your cycle. You give and give and give, and those that you are caring for, or whatever it is that you do, is always taken care of, right? Because you are always making sure that it is taken care of. But the one thing that is always the last on the list is you. So It's always what you need to get done is the last thing on the list. And that's what happens when you get burnt out. And what I'm told is all you have to do to constantly make sure that you stay at a smooth running, never running out of gas, is just take you from back here and put you right at the beginning. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to forget about all of this. It just means that you have to make sure that you have what you need first. It's refueling your filter. It's almost like if somebody gave you a gas card and said you have a lifetime supply of gas, and that card also came with mechanic work and body work, you know. So your car, if as long as with these cards you can always take your car to the gas station and fill it up, you can always take your car in and get the oil change and new tires, or if something goes wrong you can take it in and they start, you know, they fix it. That's basically what this is saying, but you have to make sure that you take that time to do those things, you know. And it's about saying no, the car needs new tires. And it I have to tell you, like, it drives me crazy because I know that putting it in terms of vehicles or machinery is something that resonates with a lot of you, and that is because that is how you grew up. That is what you were conditioned to believe, okay? And that is what is your... It's easy to say, like, the car needs this, the car needs that, but the human needs that, and you are worthy of it just because you are a living, breathing human without anything else attached to you. You have those cards for yourself at all time. So if you need a break because you're tired, then all you have to do is hold up that card and go in and go, I need a break, I'm tired, and kick back and take that time for yourself. You are your most important piece of equipment. You are your most important vessel. And that's why they're saying get the hell out of that line and get on a different roller coaster. Because as soon as you take your energy and you start putting it someplace else, those other energies are going to be like, holy crap, where's this energy? Those energies are so used to you accommodating them and providing them with everything that they now expect it. Okay? And in a sense, that's like a horrible thing for them to be in the habit of, because they are worthy human beings of being able to do things for themselves. Therefore, they're already unhappy. They're already, if, in a sense, it's kind of like no one really has control. And so for you to take your control and go and do your thing allows the others to access their control, okay, as well, okay? And then we got reunion of souls. And I actually wanted to, I'm being told that I should read that card, okay? There is a school of thought that says before our souls come to earth, we make contracts or agreements with other souls. At one point in time, we appear in each other's lives to assist those involved in learning a lesson, being a catalyst for a needed change, or to share in profound joy. When a person comes in your life to teach you a lesson, no matter the human form, no matter the human experience, this agreement is based in love. The human experience may have been painful and extremely challenging. Acknowledge the depth of love needed for this contract to take place, and then let them go. The experience may have been profoundly moving, but ended abruptly and without reason. Again, be grateful and move on. Cherish the lessons and move forward into your life the way it was meant to be. Okay? We're gonna also need to get let me get the cards out for the clarifier. With your ascension card, that means that you have ascended into a new part of awareness, okay? And what now I'm being told is you have an awareness. You have an awareness that you have a choice on whether or not the same old there we go. The same old continues, okay? So what I am being told is it doesn't matter. You should always choose you. You are worthy of it. And if you're always in a place of choosing you, there is no harm in that. It's not reflecting anything of ill intentions. It's reflecting self-love, and in turn kind of shines others self-love as well. It's a very healing energy what you are experiencing. But at the same time, if you choose to stay in that line and get on that roller coaster again, that is you. That was your choice, and that is what you choose to do. And nothing outside yourself will ever change that. So it's if you're waiting for anything outside yourself to change up before you can see a change, then it's just never going to happen. All right, we got chamomile for soothe, and we got earth mother, feel loved and comforted. Okay, so let me get chamomile here. It says, the oracle property soothe reminds us to care for ourselves and others, especially in times of stress or difficulty. No matter what problem or decision you are facing, a calm and thoughtful mind will always help you move forward in the best way. This property may also indicate that now is not the most prudent time for a confrontation, breakup, or change. Sometimes unruffling your or other people's feathers can calm a situation that looked like it's heading for a confrontation. Diplomacy is often the best strategy. Now, with that card coming up, because what I was picking up is that a lot are feeling like, oh no, I'm going to have to like exert myself, be like, I'm going this way. But the truth is you don't. You can do this in a calm and collected, like, what if you choose to go to a different roller coaster, it can be easy. Yes, there is going to be like, what do you mean you're going to a different roller coaster? And you can be like, I really want to go to this roller coaster. I'm done with this. We're here. You know, if you guys don't want to go with me, that's fine. We can meet up at another time, you know. But then go ahead and go, whether or not they're still him screaming whatever about it. It's almost like you provided that soothing comfort energy, but they don't, like, you gave them the tea, but they don't have to drink it, okay? But you will. It's almost like, unless you can't make the move without just doing that burst of like, okay, I'm going this way energy. If you're one of those like, okay, it's on me look at this. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Did I show you that? But remember, the first medicine, the first person to soothe is yourself, because if your energy is not calm and collected, you are more powerful than you realize. So if you choose to stay and you're like, okay, I'm going to have a cup of tea and then I'm going over there to go on that ride, and you stay in that calm and collected, it's almost like you will feel this energy's unpleasantness, discomfort, anger towards it. But it's almost like, because you are calm and collected, it's almost like it barricades and blocks an explosion in a sense, okay? Now let me read you. Allow yourself to be cherished. Mother Earth is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Mother Earth is a female counterpart to Father Sky. Okay? You are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Mother Earth is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of Earth. Every day she experiences challenges that has to adapt and to overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone, behind her can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. Okay? So in this sense, what this is really saying is that if um, whatever your belief system is, if you have a belief system, so, what this is saying is that, like, our mother, spiritual mother, godmother, right, is saying to you, kind of like, if you were all her kids, right, and she's like, no, baby, you can go ahead and go. And if you're a mom, you will, or a parent, you will get this, especially if you have more than a couple of kids, because it's almost like, you're telling one kid they can go do something and the other ones are upset about it, and you're like, no, don't say anything to her. And it's like, that they're mad, but because mom's like, nuh-uh, you just kind of just do your thing. That's how I'm being told to tell you to kind of look at it, if that resonates with you, to feel that protective energy. Like I said, when you're not showing your ass, you're more likely to get rewarded by your parents, and that's kind of what this is saying. Like, drink your cup of tea and stay calm and collected, and just know that you're protected and they're protected, even if they're pissed off and want to throw a hissy fit, but to do your thing, because this is your birthright, and it's not even like it was your birthright, but you had to do the work in order to make it grow, right? So this ascension means that it's a step up in maturity. It's now, that's the reason why our mother is saying, go over there and go on that roller coaster. I trust you. You are good. You know how to protect yourself. You know how to treat others. You know how to treat yourself. Now make me proud and go do it. Alright, our signs. Damn, these are some deep readings. I love you guys. I will see you in June. I hope this resonates. I hope this just really kind of helps you take a deep breath and just go explore and go on some new rides. I love you. You're worth it.